Namaste, friends. My name is Amit Garg. Welcome to my channel, Vedic Astro Amit. First of all, a big thank you to all the members. I really appreciate your support. Today, we'll talk about Jupiter and Ketu. For a while, Jupiter has been in Taurus, and people have been talking about this financial abundance and growth and all of that. But that hasn't been happening. A lot of people have even contacted me. And so we're not seeing this financial expansion, this growth. And Jupiter has been in Taurus, right? So Taurus is the sign of money and wealth and abundance, and Jupiter is expansion. So why haven't we been seeing this financial abundance and expansion? The main reason, one, of course, also depends on the nakshatra, but the primary reason is that Ketu has been trines to Jupiter as well. And we'll understand what Jupiter and Ketu represent. But on July 9th in the US and July 10th in India, Jupiter will actually cross over the exact degree of Ketu. That's when this grip of Jupiter, I'm sorry, the grip of Ketu from Jupiter will be released. So after July 9th and 10th, we'll see more financial abundance. And let's understand what Jupiter and Ketu are doing in Taurus and Virgo, respectively. So Jupiter represents wisdom. Jupiter is the higher, wisdom, the knowledge expansion. Jupiter is optimism. Jupiter is spirituality. Jupiter is all the rituals. And wherever Jupiter goes, it basically gives us abundance and expansion in that area of life. And Ketu, on the other hand, is detachment. Ketu represents past life. Ketu is all the spiritual insights. Ketu is intuition, and Ketu is a very mystical planet. Say in mythology, Ketu is the body without the head. So Ketu doesn't have the monkey mind. Ketu doesn't have any five senses at all. So Ketu just wants to go within. Ketu is the mokshakaraka. It just wants you to be liberated, not get entangled in all these material desires or material world. So Ketu wants to take you within. So now, being trines to Jupiter, this means this is and has been a very, very powerful combination for spiritual expansion, going within, activating our intuition, activating our subconscious mind. This has been a very, very deeply spiritual time period for most of us. But now, as Jupiter crosses over the degree of Ketu, then the grip of Ketu will not be there on Jupiter, and Jupiter will be able to give us purely all the success, the expansion in terms of finances and abundance and wealth being in the sign of Taurus. So now we'll discuss all the 12 signs, the 12 rising signs. And one by one, we can see exactly which areas of life may have been stuck for you for a while, and now how this transit will impact all of us. Very important general recommendation, the days of July 9th and 10th, very, very powerful days to do our spiritual sadhana. That could be anything that you gravitate towards, mantras, yagyas, reading the scriptures, or literally studying some, esoteric subjects like astrology, which is Jyotish, Ayurveda, or energy healing, just activating your intuition. So all those are good remedies to do. Now let's look at all the 12 rising signs one by one. First of all, Aries rising, Aries Lagna, Aries ascendant. And for Aries, as you can see, Jupiter is, of course, the ninth lord, and Jupiter is the 12th lord. And Jupiter is transiting through your second house. And you can see here, Jupiter is trines to Ketu. So that's the full picture. So that's what's been happening is the ninth lord and the 12th lord has been transiting through your second house, which is the sign of Taurus. But it's been trines to Ketu. So as you can see here, the degree also. So as of July 9th, July 10th, Jupiter will cross over the degree of Ketu exactly 15 degrees. And so that's when we'll see the relief. So those 2 days are very powerful. And so after July 9th, July 10th, things will change. So the past few weeks or even few months, Aries rising may have had issues, they may have had this stuck energy with respect to your second house, which is your speech and also your accumulated wealth, your family wealth. So issues, maybe feeling not so confident to speak in front of other people. Um, and now ninth house also, you may have felt as if there is a sort of lack of progress in your higher studies, in your dharma, in your spiritual travels, and also 12th house matters, which means you may have had experienced more expenses or losses, maybe troubled sleep. You haven't been sleeping very well. Or there are issues with the foreign projects that are stuck in the foreign countries, things like that. So those issues you may have been facing, and now after July 9th and 10th, and of course, it's not exactly on that day. It could be a few days or even weeks, sometimes before or after. But you'll feel this energy being released. And so, especially like ninth house is the house of luck. It's the Saubhagya. And so, literally, you'll feel as if the luck is shining upon you. Bhagyodaya. So you'll feel this release of energy. Expansion in terms of family wealth will be there. You'll feel more confident to speak in front of other people and share your wisdom. That is Jupiter in the second house. And you'll develop better relationships with your gurus, and more chances of higher studies or just studying the scriptures, higher wisdom. And then long distance travels, even foreign travel, and projects which have been stuck in the foreign countries, or uh, any financial drain that will stop. In fact, will give you financial gains and better opportunities in foreign countries as well. So those things will improve for Aries rising, Aries Lagna, Aries ascendant. Next is this sign of Taurus. We're talking about Taurus rising. So for Taurus rising, you can see number 2 sign here. Of course, Jupiter has been transiting through your Lagna. Very important, and Jupiter is your 8th lord and your 11th lord. So Jupiter is a very important planet for you when it comes to money. It's the 11th lord. And so from here, sitting in the Lagna, Jupiter has been trines to your Ketu in the 5th house. So that's the full picture. So basically, Jupiter being your 8th lord and your 11th lord has been transiting through your Lagna. And Taurus is the sign of financial abundance and wealth, and Jupiter in the Lagna. So people have been telling, that Taurus people will have a lot of financial wealth and abundance. But that hasn't been the case. That's because Jupiter has been going towards Ketu, even though they are trines to each other. And so, as you can see here, Ketu 15 degrees and Jupiter 15 degrees as of July 9th in the US and July 10th in India. So after July 9th, then Jupiter will cross over the degree of Ketu, and we'll really see. So for the past few months, you may have had difficulties in earning money, like financial gains may not have been there, or issues managing wealth of other people, or issues with inheritance, some stuck inheritance money from your in-laws or your spouse, or shared wealth may have had issues. So now after July 9th, these areas will give you much better results. You'll have more you'll probably see some kind of inheritance coming your way, or shared wealth. And then also your financial income, your gains will actually fructify, will start showing up. And you'll have better friends, on social media. And then also, but most importantly, you will have expansion in your personality, in your self, literally. You'll discover yourself. You'll expand as a person, as a being. You'll be more aware of who you are, and then so you can present yourself uh, in a better light to other people, and you will come across as a guru. Jupiter is sitting in the Lagna, so this will give you this presence of a guru, of a teacher, of a consultant. So all those areas will start showing better results for you after July 9th, July 10th, and that will be through the rest of the year, because Jupiter will be in Taurus, in your Lagna for the rest of the year. Next is the sign of Gemini, Gemini rising, Gemini Lagna. For Gemini, as you can see, Jupiter has been transiting through your 12th house. Okay, and Jupiter is the ruler of your 7th house and your 10th house. And at the same time, the issue has been that Jupiter is trines to Ketu, and Ketu has been in your 4th house. So that's the full picture, meaning Jupiter, being the 7th lord and the 10th lord, has been transiting through your 12th house in the sign of Taurus, and it's been trines to Ketu. So in the past few weeks, few months, issues related to your relationships, issues related to your work, profession, job, all of those may have been stuck, or difficulties. In fact, it could be big obstacles, big difficulties might have been there, because Jupiter has been going towards Ketu in terms of degree. And as of July 9th and 10th, Jupiter will finally cross over the degree of Ketu. You see here 15 degrees Ketu and 15 degrees Jupiter. So after July 9th or 10th, these areas will show better results. You'll have expansion in your relationships. You may meet some people, or your existing relationship will flourish. Also in your job, in your work, in your profession, you'll shine, you'll have expansion in your business. And then also 12th house matters, which means you'll actually make more money. So Jupiter in the 12th house means you'll be a big giver. So you can be a giver only if you have a lot. So Jupiter in the 12th house will activate your investments, especially in the foreign countries. And it will also give you a lot of spirituality, and activate your subconscious mind. So the intuition has already been activated. Ketu trines to Jupiter means it's all about deep spirituality. But now you'll see the results of all of that spiritual sadhana, tapasya that you've been doing, and it will bring positive financial rewards and results as well for those areas of life. And this is also good time for foreign travel, foreign projects, dealing with foreign people. Those will bring more financial abundance and success for you after July 9th and 10th. And that'll be through the rest of the year, because Jupiter will still be in the sign of Taurus, but it will not be influenced by Ketu that strongly anymore. Next is the sign of Cancer, Cancer rising, Cancer Lagna, Cancer ascendant. For Cancer, Jupiter is your 6th lord, and Jupiter is your 9th lord. And Jupiter has been transiting through your 11th house. And from 11th house, Jupiter has been trines to Ketu, sitting in your 3rd house. So especially for Cancer rising, I see a lot of videos all over the internet. People have been saying expansion, financial expansion, financial rewards, because Jupiter has been transiting through your 11th house of financial gains. But uh, but a lot of people have not seen that there hasn't been much financial gains in the past few months, even though Jupiter in Taurus in your 11th house should have given you a lot of financial gains. The reason is because Jupiter has been going towards Ketu in terms of degree. They are trines to each other, so they've been approaching each other in a way. And after July 9th, July 10th, you'll see that they will cross each other. So the areas related to your financial income, rewards, and the areas related to the 9th house, those areas may have been stuck. Your relationship with your gurus may have been difficult. Your health may have been difficult. Your work, your profession, that is 6th house, your 9 to 5 job, that is 6th house, that may have had issues. Now the Jupiter, as soon as it crosses the degree of Ketu, you'll see expansion, first of all, in your finances. You'll have real financial abundance and gains in your life. You'll see expansion in your friend circle, in your social networking. All those areas will give you better results, and your connection with the gurus will improve. This is also going to be a good period for higher studies, higher wisdom, and going on a pilgrimage, going long distance travels. And then your bhagya will shine, your luck will shine upon you now. And then 6th house matters will also improve. Your health will improve, and your work, job, 9 to 5 kind of a job will improve. And also you'll be able to deal with the obstacles in a better uh, uh, a better way, because sixth house also represents both inner weaknesses and external obstacles. So that's for the sign of Cancer. A big shift is happening now, that you've been hearing, that you'll have financial abundance and wisdom and growth that will you'll start seeing that after July 9th and 10th. Next is Leo rising, Leo Lagna, Leo Ascendant. And for Leo, Jupiter has been in your 10th house. Jupiter has been transiting through your 10th house, and Jupiter is your fifth lord, and Jupiter is your eighth lord. And while in Taurus, Jupiter has been trines to Ketu. So that has been the issue, or the main source of lack of growth in your career, possibly because Jupiter in the 10th house. People have been saying for Leo, oh, this is fantastic period for your career, a lot of expansion, growth in your business, but you haven't been seeing the results so far. And same thing with your fifth house. There you may have had issues in the past few months with respect to your children, your romantic relationships, and also shared wealth and other people's money, inheritance, things like that. So because Jupiter has been going towards Ketu, even though Jupiter is in the sign of Taurus, but it's been going towards the degree of Ketu. They are trines to each other. And so after July 9th or 10th, that's when Jupiter will cross over the degree of Ketu. You see Ketu 15 degrees and Jupiter 15 degrees on July 9th. So after July 9th and 10th, you will see the stuck energy with respect to your 10th house and 5th house and 8th house will be released. You'll have now you'll have more expansion in your business, in your work, in your career. You'll have more name and fame. You'll have more success with the authorities. You'll have more success in your romantic relationships. And one other big thing is for Leo rising, you'll have more success in speculative endeavors in your stock market investments, things like that. And also your children will flourish now. This will be a fantastic period for you, for your children to grow and achieve bigger things. And at the same time, if there are stuck issues or pending inheritance or shared resources issues, those will start getting resolved after July 9th and July 10th. And also, very important, the 8th house, you will feel more progress. You're making progress in discovering the secrets of the universe, going deep in your esoteric studies or energy healing, things like that, just accessing the unknown world, the wisdom hidden underneath. So all those areas will start flourishing. It will give you better results after July 9th and 10th. For the rest of the year, Jupiter is going to be in Taurus for rest of the year, in fact, until May of next year. So you'll see better results after July 9th and 10th. Next is Virgo rising. For Virgo, Jupiter is your fourth lord and Jupiter is your seventh lord. And Jupiter has been transiting through your ninth house. And now what's happening is Jupiter has been trines to Ketu. Ketu has been sitting in your Lagna. So that's the full story. So the fourth lord and the seventh lord has been transiting through your ninth house in the sign of Taurus, and it's been trines to Ketu. So the big shift that's happening is for the past few months, you may have had issues with your fourth house, with your mother, with your place of residence, and with your relationships also, with your partnerships, one-on-one partnerships, both personal and business. And at the same time, issues with higher education, higher wisdom, or with your gurus and things like that. Now, those things will be unstuck. You'll have better results after July 9th and 10th, because that's when Jupiter will cross the degree of Ketu, exactly 15 degrees Ketu, 15 degrees Jupiter. And so this is an amazing period for you when literally you'll have Bhagyodaya, your luck will shine upon you. Ninth house, you will shine as a teacher, as a guru, as a consultant, as a coach. So this is for Virgo rising, excellent time after July 9th and 10th to share your wisdom with the world. And also your relationships will have a more expansive energy. You may meet people, more opportunities for partnerships, but also in your existing partnerships, you'll see this more abundant spiritual energy, more expansion, of Jupiter. And then same thing with respect to your relationship with your mother, and also in your home. You may literally buy a new home or go into a bigger house or do renovation, expansion of your current place of residence. So all of those things will flourish. Jupiter, trines to Ketu has been giving you a lot of intuition, a lot of going within and spiritual wisdom all this while. But now those things, all that sadhana tapasya you've been doing, will bring positive results. Now is the time for you to shine as a guru, as a teacher, as a coach. Next is Libra rising, Libra ascendant, Libra Lagna. For Libra, Jupiter has been transiting through your eighth house, and Jupiter is the ruler of your third house and the ruler of your sixth house. So and at the same time, Jupiter has been trines to Ketu. Ketu is sitting in your 12th house. That is the sign of Virgo. Okay, so that's the story. So that's what's been happening. Your third lord and your sixth lord has been transiting through your eighth house. And these numbers you see, these are sign numbers. Eighth house is Taurus for you. And the issue is you may have obstacles or challenges with respect to your siblings, younger siblings, with respect to your health or work, which is 9 to 5 job. And also, this has been a very deep like awakening for you, a very spiritual period for you, because Jupiter has been in the eighth house, trines to Ketu, and Jupiter has been going towards Ketu. But you may have felt this confusion or lack of clarity as to, where all this spirituality is taking you, and kind of like no light at the end of the tunnel. But after July 9th and 10th, that will change. That's because Jupiter will finally cross the degree of Ketu. You see, Ketu is 15 degrees, and Jupiter is also going to be 15 degrees on July 9th. And after that, they'll separate from each other. So they'll be going in different opposite direction. And so that means after July 9th and 10th, and for the rest of the year, even through next May 2025, you'll see expansion in your, whatever sadhana tapasya you've been doing, you'll see results. You'll start seeing that, oh, this makes sense. Okay, I am good with this kind of, esoteric subjects, or this kind of energy healing, or hypnotherapy, or past life regression, whatever it is now making sense. Maybe you've been practicing yoga nidra for a while, but no results apparently. Now those results will start showing up. Secondly, all the matters related to the eighth house with respect to shared wealth, with respect to shared resources, inheritance, money from other people, those things will start showing results. You'll have much better gains through those avenues, money of other people. At the same time, your relationship with your younger siblings will improve a lot. You'll have better communication, better networking. That's all third house. And then sixth house also, your health will improve, and your work profession, your 9 to 5 job will have better energy, more expansion at your workplace. Next is the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio rising, Scorpio Lagna, Scorpio ascendant. For Scorpio, Jupiter is the second lord and Jupiter is the fifth lord. And Jupiter has been transiting through your seventh house. And while in seventh house, Jupiter has been trines to Ketu. And Ketu has been in your 11th house. So this is a very, very interesting this phase for Scorpio. And Scorpio also, Jupiter is the second lord and the fifth lord in your seventh house. And you may have had obstacles or challenges with respect to your relationships, and also with respect to your family wealth, with respect to your children or romantic partners, or stock market investments in the past few months. That is because Jupiter, being the lord of these houses or transiting through this house, has been going towards Ketu. They are trines to each other, Jupiter and Ketu, and they've been approaching each other in terms of degree. As of July 9th and 10th, they will cross over. Ketu, as you can see here, July 9th, Ketu will be 15 degrees and Jupiter will be 15 degrees as well. So that means once they cross each other, then Ketu will not have that restrictive aspect on Jupiter. Okay, so that means all these areas will start flourishing. You'll see better results. You'll actually see positive results and movement in the positive direction in these areas. So first of all, your financial wealth, your family wealth, your accumulated resources will start increasing. You'll have better speech. You'll have more confidence to be a speaker, be a very wise speaker at that. And then any issues with your children will start getting resolved. You'll see better health of your children, or in general, their life will improve. You'll see better expansion in your romantic relationships, better luck in the stock market, and then also better one-on-one partnerships. And that could be your spouse, your personal partnerships, or your business partnerships as well. Those will flourish. So these areas will show a lot of positive results starting July 9th and after July 9th for the rest of the year and through May of next year. Next is Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius Lagna, or Sagittarius ascendant. And for Sagittarius, as we can see, Jupiter has been transiting through your sixth house. And Jupiter is the ruler, your Lagna Lord. It's a very, very important planet. And it's the fourth Lord. So essentially, Jupiter for Sagittarius represents yourself, your personality, and who you are, and also your inner happiness. And while in the sixth house, Jupiter has been your trines to Ketu, which has been sitting in your 10th house. So that's the full picture. So for the past few months, you may have experienced stuck energy overall in your life in general, because Jupiter is your Lagna Lord and it has been trines to Ketu. It's been going towards Ketu, and Ketu has been coming towards Jupiter in terms of degree. Okay, so you may have seen a lot of this stuck energy, like nothing is progressing in life in general, but that's because your Lagna Lord has been going towards Ketu. Or you may have experienced this lack of satisfaction, or this unsettled energy in your place of residence, or with your mother also. Relationship may have been difficult. At your job also, people may have been telling you, oh, Sagittarius rising, because Jupiter in the sixth house, so a lot of expansion in your job, in your work. But last few months, that has not been the case. So now, after July 9th and 10th, when Jupiter finally crosses over the degree of Ketu, Ketu is 15 degrees and Jupiter is 15 degrees as well on July 9th. After that, then for the rest of the year and through May next year, in fact, you'll see these areas actually giving you results. So your overall chart will get a boost. Your personality, your self-confidence, and your self-discovery, you'll feel more strong in your skin as a person. You'll understand, you'll know who you are. And then also you'll feel more inner happiness, inner, more patience, and also settled energy in your place of residence. In fact, you may even, buy a new home or renovate your current place of residence, or expansion in your place of residence. And at the same time, you'll finally see better results and expansion in your work, in your job, a 9 to 5 kind of a job. And you'll have better health. Your health will start improving. And also, this will give you a good way. You'll be wise in dealing with the inner enemies, and also dealing with the external obstacles and enemies that you have been facing after July 9th and 10th. Next, is the sign of Capricorn, Capricorn rising, Capricorn Lagna, Capricorn ascendant. For Capricorn, Jupiter is your third lord, and Jupiter is your 12th lord. And Jupiter has been transiting through your fifth house. And while in the fifth house, Jupiter has been trines to Ketu, which is in your ninth house. So that's a full story. So what's happening is Jupiter, being the third lord and the 12th lord, has been transiting through your fifth house, but it's been trines to Ketu. So that means they've been coming towards each other degree wise. And so past few months, you may have observed or experienced obstacles with respect to your children, with respect to your romantic partnerships, relationships, or with respect to your stock investments. And also maybe projects are stuck in the foreign country, investments are stuck, not giving you results, and difficulties with your younger siblings, or your communication, networking. All those areas may have been giving you issues and problems, even though people say, oh, Jupiter in Taurus, expansion and all that. But that has not been the case, because Jupiter has been approaching Ketu. So Ketu basically sucks out the energy. Um, And after July 9th, so if you can see here, as of July 9th, Ketu will be 15 degrees, Jupiter will be 15 degrees. So they'll be exactly same degree and then they'll cross over. So after July 9th, all those areas will feel better energy, more expansion in those areas of life. And for the rest of the year, through May of 2025, in fact, Jupiter will be still in Taurus, but it will not be approaching Ketu anymore. So that means you'll feel more expansion and better results in your projects in the foreign countries. The relationship with foreign people, also foreign travel will be more fruitful. At the same time, your connection with your children will improve, connection with romantic partners will improve, and your children will flourish. Literally, this period may give you a child, if you've been trying to have a child or planning to become a parent. And then also this will give you better results in terms of your younger siblings, more connection, better relationship with them, better communication, in general, more networking. And then also your short distance travels will also be more fruitful because this is third house represents our short distance travel, say within the city, and you'll feel more courageous. And overall expansion in your creativity also, that's the fifth house. You'll feel more creative, and those creative things. See, past few months, your intuition has been activated because Jupiter has been going towards Ketu, but you may not have seen results, or you may have felt, oh, there is no progress. But now you'll see the results of all your creative energy. Uh, that's the fifth house because Jupiter will be going away from Ketu now. Next is the sign of Aquarius, Aquarius rising, Aquarius Lagna. For Aquarius, it's very, very important because Jupiter, I'll show you here, Jupiter is your second lord and your 11th lord. So Jupiter is the planet of money for Aquarius, and it's been transiting through your fourth house. And from the fourth house, Jupiter has been trines to your Ketu in the eighth house. So that's the story. So you may have heard from a lot of people that oh, this is fantastic period financially for Aquarius rising because Jupiter, the lord of your second house and your 11th house, is in the sign of Taurus. That is the sign of money and wealth, and Jupiter is the planet of wealth and abundance. But you may have had obstacles, and you may have had you know not such positive results when it comes to money. Your money may have been stuck. Your financial income may have been stuck. Your family wealth may not have been growing, and your inner happiness may have been suffering. And so all of those areas have been suffering because Jupiter has been going towards Ketu. They are trines to each other. But as of July 9th, they'll cross each other. You can see here Jupiter 15 degrees and Ketu 15 degrees. So after July 9th, they will go in different directions. So then all these areas will feel unstuck. It will be much better in terms of financial gains, in terms of developing more connections with friends, in terms of social media, networking, in terms of your family wealth as well. And you'll become a better speaker, a more mature and wise speaker, and your diet will improve. And you may actually expand your place of residence, renovation, or even getting a bigger place, a new place of residence. And then also your inner happiness you'll really feel happy from within, and your connection with your mother will improve as well. So those areas will flourish and give you results after July 9th and 10th through the rest of the year, in fact, through May of 2025, because Jupiter will still be in Taurus until May of 2025. Next is Pisces rising. For Pisces, ascendant Pisces, Lagna number 12 sign. You can see Jupiter has been transiting through your third house. And Jupiter is, of course, your Lagna lord, the lord of the first house, and your 10th lord. So very important planet for you. But it's been trines to Ketu, right? So it's been going towards Ketu. So for the past few months, you may have noticed stuck energy in all areas of your life. That's because your Lagna Lord has been going towards Ketu. They've been coming towards each other. And also especially in your career, in your communication, in your networking, in your connection with your siblings, in your short distance travels may not have been giving you results. So as of July 9th, Jupiter and Ketu will be exactly same degree, 15 degrees as you can see, and then they'll start separating from each other. They'll cross each other on July 9th. So after July 9th, you'll see better results in terms of your career, your profession, your name and fame, your connection with the authorities, and overall your personality, who you are, your self-confidence, discovering yourself, your health in general. All of those areas will improve, and your connection with younger siblings will improve. You'll have more courage in day to day dealing with things. You'll do that in a very wise manner. And then also your networking will improve. And this will also be a very good time to learn some new skills with your hands, especially. That's the third house. So that's all for all the 12 signs. Now, to summarize, people have been saying that, oh, Jupiter has been in Taurus, so we'll see abundance and financial wealth and all of that. But many people have not been experiencing that. And that's because Jupiter has been trines to Ketu, and they've been coming towards each other. And as of July 9th and 10th, they'll cross each other. And then finally, we'll see better results in all those areas that Jupiter rules in our charts and the area where Jupiter is transiting in the sign of Taurus. So wherever Taurus falls in your chart, as we see in all the 12 rising signs. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And consider becoming a member YouTube channel. And also, may all may we all receive blessings of Guru Maharaj. Om Gram Grim Gram Sah Guruve Namaha. Namaskar. Thank you so much.